Buongiorno and welcome back to the Italian Formulas. My name is Inga and I am your Italian coach for everything Italian. So today we are going to look at the words that you need if you're buying a property in Italy. So every week I do 3 words for buying a property in Italy. I also do a word for the bank and a word for dealing with workmen, with builders. So let's get started without further ado. So the 3 words that you absolutely need in Italian when you're buying a property are il rogito. Il rogito is basically the deed signing. And il rogito happens at il notaio, the notary. So this is very different for us in England because obviously we don't have a notary, we usually do everything by solicitor. But it's necessary in Italy to go to il notaio and firmare il rogito, to sign the deeds. And the other word, which is really, really important, and again, completely different from English, is la capara. So in England, when we're buying a property, we go to the estate agent, we tell them we want to buy the property, we sit down and we pay for the property in one foul swoop. However, in Italy, it doesn't work like this. And in fact, it's a much better system. So when you find a property that you like, you put down la capara. This is like a safety net. This is whereby you have agreed to buy the property, and therefore, if you then pull out, you are liable to pay the whole of the capara and usually more as well. Equally, it works for you too, because if you then pull out, you get your capara indietro, I was going to say, you get your capara back, and often the seller who has pulled out has to pay you something as well. So this is a really, really good way of making sure that when people buy property, they're actually really serious. So let's go through these words again. Il rogito, the deeds. Il notaio, the notary, and la capara, which is the amount of money that you put down to secure the property. So the other word that we have is when we are working with the bank. Il mutuo. So the word of the week is il mutuo, meaning the mortgage. So il mutuo is very similar to another word in Italian, so don't confuse them. La multa. La multa, I used to get these confused all the time. La multa means the fine, and il mutuo means the mortgage. So il mutuo is the mortgage and la multa is the fine. So you don't want to get la multa, but you do want to get il mutuo. When you are dealing with builders, which you may well be, even if you've bought a brand new apartment, often in Italy, you get the opportunity to choose your fittings, choose where you're going to put them. So it's really good to have an idea of how to speak with builders and tradespeople as well. So the phrase of the week for this week is quando sarà pronto il lavoro. Quando sarà pronto il lavoro. Now, generally, I don't teach the future because it's not actually necessary. However, in some cases it is, and in this case it's necessary. Sarò means will it be. So, quando, when, sarà, it be, pronto, ready, il lavoro, the work. So in Italian, you put il lavoro at the end of this question as opposed to when will the work be ready as you would in English. So let's just practice that. Quando sarà pronto il lavoro. Quando sarà pronto il lavoro. And of course, if you would like to know more Italian, then don't forget I have the Italian Formulas textbook. This is how to learn Italian using only 3 tenses, the present, the past, and the imperfect. And this is basically the Italian that I learned over 13 and a half years when I lived in Italy, ran businesses, bought property, had brought my children up, was married. This is everything that you really need to know to be able to live, survive, and thrive in Italy. Ciao, buona giornata. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with anyone who you feel might be interested in today's video. Buona giornata, arrivederci!